Good, beautiful morning, everybody, and welcome to the Friday edition of Shortcuts for Your Soul. My name is William Michael Forbes. I'm a spiritual medium, a channel, and an intuitive life coach. And today I have with me the group called The Ascended, a group of masters and angels who get together that are on the same journey that we're on, just in different places of that process. And we're going to take a moment here as we get settled in, give people a chance to come and join us. So the theme today is we are all fallen angels returning home. And I was quite surprised to hear that, that we're all fallen angels returning home. You know, there's actually a kind of a pleasantness to that. Good morning, Amanda. Good morning, Irene. So I'm trying to run the program on TikTok in landscape mode, so I hope you guys will be patient as I've just been confirmed that the feed is good. What I'm going to do now is I will be answering questions on a separate device for TikTok. There we go. Just give me a moment. So it's funny, I was working out this morning when I was visited by the Ascended. You know, they come to you in the most incredible ways and the most unique times. And they said, you know, it's important you understand that the body is not who you are. You are a soul, a spirit that left your creators and came to this world. You separated from the creator. That's the term fallen angels, where we've separated ourselves from God. And they said everyone that is on this physical dimension has separated themselves from God in various degrees. And but a scant handful of people actually make the return home to God consciously. Isn't that amazing? That only a small handful of people consciously return home to God. They give up their separation from God. While we're in flesh, we are literally separate from the divine. We're literally separate from it. Good morning, everybody. Good to see you guys. Hi. Wow. Okay, so we're going to see how this works. How I can manage to see questions. Right. How I manage to see questions, we'll figure it out as we go along. But hello, everybody. So the body is the instrument that keeps you alive in this dimension. It's the mechanism through which you can remain conscious and aware. It's this organism that gives you the chance to reflect upon who you are, what you are not, and what is really important to you. What is really important to you? The body is a creature called an animal. It is not who you are. It has its own needs. It has its own wants. It has its own desires. When you decided to separate from the Creator, you descended down into this substance of flesh, which is animal in nature. The desires of the body are very effective and prosperous in and of their own accord. That is, the body in and of itself as an animal has sufficient understanding and knowledge in order to survive in this physical dimension without much difficulty. Fallen angels, on the other hand, such as yourselves, that have come down into earth and now inhabit a physical body, your separation from the Creator, you have a choice between the desires and passions of the body or the desire and the passion to reunite with your Creator. It's not that difficult a consideration, but that your body has its own desires, its own wants, its own needs, many of which that you do not understand or even know how to fulfill properly. There's a number of you that certainly do, that you honor and respect and cherish the vehicle, training it, repurposing it to be an instrument of your divinity. An instrument through which you can begin to return back to your Creator. It is a temporary vehicle. And each lifetime you come into affords you the opportunity to return home to eternal peace, love, and joy, or remain in this dimension with the temporary, the fleeting, the pain, the suffering that comes with being in a state of separation from your Creator. Our goal functionally today is simply to inform you that once you begin to make a distinction between yourself and your body, once you begin to make that distinction, you can begin to return home. When you realize that the flesh is simply an instrument, that you can fill it with the spirit of goodness and love, that you can repurpose the body to be an instrument of love, of kindness, of creativity, of compassion, of abundance, of prosperity. Then you begin to return home to the Creator, as the Creator is infinitely abundant, infinitely loving, infinitely creative. And what your humanity does is very small in comparison to what the Creator does. Very, very small. As you simply learn the rudimentary elements of simply how to survive in a physical dimension. You did not have such concerns when you were in alignment with your Creator. You had no concerns or considerations about such things. You simply lived in the joy and the bliss of the Creator. But you've been afforded this opportunity by your departure from that home that you were so comfortable in, to find yourself in a body that seeks and desires certain things and sensations, that you might find yourself yielding to some of these things and finding yourself in somewhat difficulty. Many of you can easily attest to the fact that when you surrender to the desires of the body, there is ultimately some form of suffering. When your sensations of taste and touch and smell override your good reason, and you simply live for the satisfaction of the senses exclusively, well, your health sciences will certainly tell you that you are not doing so well in terms of being able to spiritualize your flesh into an instrument of divinity. Yet it does not have to be such a difficult process, this ability to restore your body, your soul, to divinity while in the flesh. All of the ascended masters with which many of you are familiar achieved this. And upon achieving it, realized they no longer needed it. That the eternal, everlasting love and bliss of the Creator exceeded any expectation that could be fulfilled in this physical dimension. And yet, even these ascended masters had to go through what you were going through. Fallen angels returning to heaven, it's what you are. And these ascended masters went through great pains to perfect their bodies, to perfect their minds, to perfect their characters, their actions, to act as if they themselves are the Creator in flesh. Could you consider doing this? Acting as if you are the Creator in flesh. And what might that be? Might it be meditation or service to your fellow citizens? Might it be innovating and creating something wondrous and new? Might it be all of the above? You will know from within yourself, from the state and condition of your physical body, from the state and condition of your personality, how well you are doing or whether you're not doing so well. You can come to understand that because your experience will not lie to you. Your body cannot lie to you. It can never, ever, ever lie to you. Is that not a wonderful gift to know that your body cannot lie to you? It will tell you when you are in error in this world, when you are in error with the laws that govern life in this world. When your body suffers from neglect, you are in violation of the laws of this world. A set of circumstances have been created here that are so perfect and precise as to be an example for you that you might find it easier to return home. A profound harmony of the existing natural order of nature in this dimension reveals to anyone who's willing to observe it carefully that there is a beneficent, consistent, ongoing function of order that sustains and maintains an intricate harmony between all things. And yet it is only in the realm of the human world that you see that harmony disturbed and broken. Not because there's anything wrong with nature or because there's anything wrong with you. You simply do not understand or do not wish to apply what you do know. From the perspective of not understanding, forgiveness is fairly easy to acquire. From the perspective of ignorance, woe unto you when you begin to return home, when you move from this life to the next. There is a process of review of what you have said and what you have done. There is a process of review in your journey home. Just like your high schools, your educational facilities have grades where they evaluate your progress and understanding, so too your Creator has a very similar process in place where you are evaluated on the merits of your character, your action, your words, and your interactions with this world and your fellow humans. And while you may continue to return here, the degree, the mechanisms, and the way by which you return here can be really good or not so good, depending upon the violations you may have practiced. Have you loved your neighbor as yourself? Have you honored and cherished the holy temple, the house you were given to live in while separate from your father and your mother? Do you honor the house? Do you? If you do not, there is time, always. You will return and you will return and you will return until you are ready to return home. Your great ancient mystics, the ones you call the Ayurvedics, who for many thousands of years understood the function of reincarnation, that those who have fallen would be resurrected in the flesh, given an opportunity to return home, and each time you can progress a little further until finally you return home. And every single living soul upon this planet here and now is on the journey returning home. Some of you will return very slowly. Some of you will return very quickly. Some of you will delay for a long, long time. Irregardless, you are all returning home, dear angels. At one point or another, you have the opportunity, when you have the understanding and the knowledge, that you may, by your own will, begin to return home. You may return home by your own will. Is that not wonderful? That you could choose to go home. And the journey may be very long for some of you, shorter for others. But if you begin now, who knows? You might arrive home sooner than you expect. But if you do know that you are on the journey home, is it not worth going on the journey, even if you have to make some stops along the way in the shape and form of other lifetimes, but knowing full well that in this life you can accomplish much to returning yourself home? You can cover much ground in the journey back home to your Creator. You can do so. It's a very fascinating opportunity that your suffering is self-imposed. That all of you that came down to live in this world of separateness from your Creator, some of you have become very proficient at learning how to manipulate and control the systems of the world, creating social structures and forms of commerce that give you great comfort in this world, but they will not give you great comfort in heaven. You can acquire great wealth and great power, and what you shall do with it shall be of greater value to you than acquiring it or having it. So you may decide to go slowly, and you may decide to hurry home, and you may decide to simply sit and wait for a little while, and you may choose to indulge in the things of this world. But with each subsequent lifetime, there should be some progress that you know you have made. Some progress that brings you a little closer to your Creator, that you might return home, ascending to the heavens once again, to live with your father and your mother in their house. It is very fascinating to see that there's this social phenomena in humanity now, where so many young people are living with their mothers and fathers in the physical dimension. That is not what we mean. That is not what we mean. But it certainly indicates that some of you at some nascent level understand that there is a journey about returning home to your mother and father. But it is not the mother and father of this world, it is the mother and father Creator. And you are free to use your will to delay, to straggle, to dally, or to quickly make haste home to see the great gifts that await you there. And they are not gifts of gold or money, they are gifts of the Spirit. In every moment that you live in a physical body, you are capable and conscious of assessing every action you perform, every word you shall speak, and defining if these actions and words are a step closer to your home or a step further from it. If you decide that it is a step further from it, then take a step in a different direction. If you realize you are harming the divine temple by what you put inside of it, then you might want to take a step away from that. And that step away from harm will be a step towards your grace. But you certainly did not come here to simply exist a life of the polarity of pain and pleasure. You did not simply come here to endure the slings and arrows of this world, but you came to begin the journey back home. And every moment of your physical existence is a step closer or a step further from your Father's house. What will you choose right now? How you think, how you speak, what you do to others, towards your body. Because your body is a separate individual to you. You do realize that your body is subjective to you. It is simply the instrument. So what you do onto your body and what you do onto others has consequence. The consequence is that it brings you closer to your Father's house or further from it. But that body you hear these words in right now is not yours. It is on loan to you, that you might ride it through the journey of life back to your Father's house, that you might begin to return home with love and grace well cultivated in your heart and in your character, that you bring these special gifts home. You bring your love and your grace and your gratitude home with you, and that you share those gifts of love and gratitude and grace with others as you pass them along your pathway home. For indeed you pass many people on your journey every day. Many opportunities to cultivate and develop your love and your grace, your compassion, your kindness, your communities. Every moment you have this opportunity. Will you choose to avail yourself of it? When you go forth from this communication, will you consider these thoughts, that in every moment, the way you treat your body, the way you treat those around you, are thousands and thousands of little steps that take you further from home or closer to home, further from God, closer to God. And you may take the long way home, and yet, even if you do, you will eventually find home. You can delay, but you cannot prevent the inevitable, as the very nature of suffering is that it will force you to turn your way back to love and grace. Such is suffering, that it will eventually turn you away from suffering and back to grace. The choice is uniquely and exclusively yours. And we are delighted that we had this opportunity to share this consideration with you, that you might become conscious and not simply a wayward traveler or lost in the forest of life, that you can become conscious and aware that you are never lost if you consider that every thought, every word, every action, if it is of love and grace, will take you closer to your Father's house. And every act of fear, greed, anger, guilt, and shame will take you further from it. Yes, you can descend very far into discomfort. You can descend very far, as equally as you can ascend to the Most High. Wow, thank you. Good morning, everybody. Now I'm using a new configuration on the TikTok, so I don't see the questions the same way I normally will. And my other device, I'll see if it'll let me tune into the questions here. Let's see. Oh, we have another device here. Can I do that one? That's a great idea. Awesome, Possum. Thank you. I've got a great partner. Good morning, TikTok, Facebook, and YouTube. Good morning, Drusilla. Hi, Jasmine. Good to see you. I'm looking forward to receiving an email with the new name on it. Hello, Lauren. Hi. Good to see everybody. I did the love meditation, and the one word that came to me was radiant. Oh, that's wonderful. The love meditation. I'm not sure when the love meditation was, but if you got that energy for it, that's really great. Hello, Irene. Good to see you. Hello, Kira. Lauren says, I didn't get any notification that you were on. I'm wondering if people are not getting notifications if I'm on. That's okay. Well, there's a plan. You know, what's that saying goes? It goes, God laughs when you make other plans. Right? Oh, that's wonderful. Hi. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Drusilla. Good to see you back here again. How'd it work out? Hi, sweet fairy-ish. Grateful for a message from Jesus about feeling better from my international trip on October 12th. My health is improving, but I still have some anxiety and other symptoms. Thank you. Well, I'm being told to tell you, with your anxiety, one of the things you need to do for anxiety is not avoid it. The parts of you that are anxious and afraid, depressed, sad, those aspects of yourself are aspects of yourself that need love. So with your anxiety, turn your attention to your anxiety right now. Just turn your attention to your anxiety right now. And as you turn your attention to your anxiety, just simply and easily say to the anxiety, I'm with you. I love you. And I will take care of you. And repeat that deliberately, gently, and slowly to your anxiety. Just think those words to your anxiety. I'm with you. I love you. I will take care of you. Slowly and deliberately, and watch what happens to your anxiety. It changes pretty quickly. Hi, guys. Yeah, I get that. Thank you so much. Hello, Abigail. What can I do with my memory loss? I try to forget things. Thank you, William. I tend to forget things. Meditation is very good for improving memory. Meditation is very good for improving memory. Things that you need to remember. The other thing that inhibits memory, I've been told, the other thing that inhibits memory is old emotions that we hold in our body that are connected to those memories. So some people can literally block out years of their life if there's been a lot of trauma. People can block out years of their life if there's been trauma, and they can develop a mechanism in their mind and body that naturally blocks remembering, because remembering equates to the body remembering and experiencing painful experiences. But if you can encounter your anxiety, your fear, your guilt, your shame, and you approach them with love and kindness and gentleness, you'll actually start to shift those emotions. You'll actually start to change those emotions so that they won't function as an inhibitor of memory. And once you release negative emotions, thank you for that. Once you transform negative emotions, your memory will start to clear. And I know from personal experience, because I had a lot of really unpleasant memories that I did not want to remember for a very long time. And when they started teaching me how to go back in meditation and go to those times where I was terrified and angry and enraged and whatever the emotions I was going through at that time when I was experiencing those, and then learning how to love those emotions, that are suffering, I started reclaiming all those memories. I think the furthest memory I can go back now is about 18 months of age when I was lying in a crib. I've actually gone back to the moment of conception and my reason for coming into this world, which was to extend love to the world. But yes, you can reclaim very specific memories. Meditation is very helpful. Transforming and transmitting old negative emotions, very helpful. When you change emotions, you change how the body can function, and you change how the nervous system works. Emotion, if it's fear or love, will restructure your biology really, really quickly and easily. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Was that Archangel Michael that came through today? It was Archangel Michael with the Ascended, yes. Hello. Will I move out of the city soon? Again, yes, you will move out of the city soon. Totally. Hi. Watching sideways, are you? Yeah, well, the landscape is much nicer. Thank you for turning your phones the other way. It's just a better frame for what we can see here. Lauren's asking, what is the message from this beautiful blue and purple medicinal plant that is coming through my consciousness? I got the understanding it's my true essence. Please tell me more. Hello, Lauren. I'm being told to tell you it's to embody the vibration of the image into the cells of the body. That to not simply let your awareness be fixated on the structure of this vibration, because the blue flower is a vibrational structure. You want to feel the vibrational structure, and you want to impart that vibrational structure into every cell of your body, including the marrow of your bones. You want to draw the vibration of that structure into every cell of your physical body. You want to put the vibrational structure in every cell of your physical body. It's so fascinating what we're trying to do, isn't it? A mist flew past me last night while outside. Any ideas on what it was? It was Archangel Gabriel checking in on you. He says, stay in peace. I could really use some guidance on just life. My son has court on Monday, and I'm a complete mess. You're not a complete mess. It's just you're allowing your emotions to drag you around. All those emotions you got swirling around in you right now, Mama. All those emotions you got swirling around you. Stop. Pause. Take a deep breath. Let yourself feel that complete mess. Let yourself feel it. Be aware of it. And say these words to that mess. I am with you. I love you. I will not abandon you. All shall be well. And repeat those words sincerely for about 5 minutes, and you'll feel a huge difference. And if you do that while we're going live, you can leave a comment in the comment section about what your experience is. And anybody else who's hearing these words, you might want to apply those to your emotions that don't feel so good inside too. Because when you extend love to your pain, you correct it. When you extend love to your pain, you'll begin to correct it. Love those who disrespectfully treat you is the statement in Christian mythology. To love those that disrespectfully treat you is not just to refer to other people. It's to refer to the aches, the pains, the emotional hurts we feel. They are deserving of your love too, right? Right? Thank you so much. Should I buy and use chi coils? I'm not getting a yes for that. I'm getting a no for that. What you want to do is you want to go outside and put your feet on the ground. Put your bare feet on the ground. You don't need chi coils to do that. Although you can have them around, they'll have some beneficial depending on the substance they're made out of, because depending on the type of copper that's used, they can be really potent in terms of helping the body conduct. But the best conductor and balancer for your electrical systems in your body is the physical earth. Getting your feet onto solid ground, like the grass, or leaning up against a tree, or putting your hands against a tree. There's an exchange of energy between your field and the field of the earth and the tree that will really be beneficial for you and your physical body. Oh, that's very interesting. Thank you. I hope you're at that. Thanks a lot. Got some. What is concerning Dave? I'm being told to tell you he doesn't believe he's as worthy as he is. I'm being told to tell you to tell him to stop not believing in himself. But that's what's going on. He's not believing that he's as worthy as he is. And he is very worthy. We are then fallen universe trapped by evil creator. Jesus is the way. Well, Jesus was an instructor. Yogananda was an instructor. Buddha was an instructor. Muhammad was an instructor. There were many different divine dispensations. And Jesus, when he said, I am the way, the light, and the truth, he was referring that when you connect to God, that's what you will get. You'll get the way, the truth, and light. That the knowledge and wisdom that he had acquired from his training, and he was trained, he was taught how to remember and reunite with the divine creator. And he showed people how to do that and how to connect to that for themselves. He said that you can do as great or greater than I can, right? Hi. Hi there. Question from Judy. Could I get a message from my dad who passed? Many thanks. Yeah, the first words he's saying is stop feeling sorry for yourself. Very important. Stop feeling sorry for yourself. You'll find a huge change is going to happen for you if you do that. If you just stop feeling sorry for yourself, a huge change is going to happen for you. Yeah. He says he's very excited about it too. No, Jesus was murdered. He was literally murdered. People call it, he sacrificed himself. No, he was murdered. Tell it like it is. He was murdered. Hi. Hello, David. Thank you for your super chat. Really appreciate it. Hi, William. Should I move from where I am currently located? I'm getting an immediate yes for that. Due to toxins. Are there any circumstances under which I can return to Denmark? Yeah. If, I'm being told to tell you, if your spirit is realigned to love, then no harm can come nigh thee. If your spirit is aligned fully to love, then no harm can come nigh thee. None whatsoever can come to you if you are in alignment to the spirit of love. But I am being told, yes, you have to move from that spot. Amanda is saying, after the meditation from our last class, I felt so much love. A neighbor I never spoke to came and brought me a bunch of herbs from their garden. This is a wonderful thing. Thank you for sharing that, Amanda. That's wonderful. So we're in our master class 102. We're over in the end, coming to the end of the second week. And the course consists of 3 key components. Learning how to live in the present moment, learning how to release old emotions out of your body, and how to learn to create. We're going into creation next week. And as you release old emotions from the body, you begin to restore yourself to love. Like what the Ascended was saying earlier, that place of going home. That every thought you think, every act you do is going to take you closer to your Creator or further from your Creator. And it sounds like you've really begun to embody love because the world around you will start to reflect back to you what you're putting out to it. The closer you get to love, the more you begin to see that within yourself. The more you begin to see that in the world around you. And the world will start to reflect that, just as the world can reflect back to you that you're not doing so well. But thank you for sharing that, Amanda. That's a wonderful, wonderful thing. I hope you put that in your evidence journal. I truly hope you do that. Gotcha Matcha Yoon is asking, how can I feel my facial fat loss problem I am suffering from the last few years? Again, your bodies will not lie to you. Your body's incapable of lying to you. Completely incapable of lying to you. The body will only tell you that something is right or not right through the mechanisms of pleasure or pain or distortion. Right? We're not going to get into, well, what happens if you come into a body and you're born and your body's crippled. And we're not going to get into past lifetime stuff and the burdens that you have to release yourself from in the upcoming lifetime. No, for you, you need to evaluate what you are putting in your body on a daily and consistent basis. And are you giving the body everything it actually really needs? Or are you giving the body things that it doesn't need? You have to evaluate what you're giving the body. Are you exercising your body? Are you playing with your body? Do you get it out in the sun and give it beautiful sunshine and fresh air? Do you give the body the fundamental things that it needs? Because if the body's not getting what it needs, it will tell you. Just like if you don't give your child what it doesn't need, it will tell you. It will cry, it will get upset. Your body's incapable of lying to us. Our bodies are incapable of lying to us. They'll only tell us the truth. Your mind is capable of lying to you, but your body cannot lie to you. Okay? Yeah, you need to make some changes. Evaluate what you're putting into your beautiful organism. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Question, interesting idea. Any message from my ancestors? Hello, Daniela. Wow, I'm getting the sound of, I'm hearing native singing and native drums, right? Like American native drums, American native, chanting, like the way they sing. Yes, because they sing right to the spirit, right? But I'm getting that to give to you, that it's important to connect to your Creator in song and dance. That's how I'm interpreting that. But that's the first thing, is these natives singing and drumming going on. But it's a real celebration of the love of all life, right? Gratitude. Can I tell you what MS's true intentions are to me? I'm being told to tell you, you already know what they are. But you have to put aside your physical considerations and look at what's actually going on. Because desire, the Ascended were saying at the very beginning, that our body has its own needs and wants. And we can become subjective to them, and those needs and wants, like sexual attraction, for example, can blind us to evaluating a person's character property. Right? Or the desire for something really sweet, or things that aren't good for the body because they taste good, can override our good sense of how that's going to impact our health. You need to put aside the function of the body's impulses, the body's instinctual impulses, so that you can assess his character. It's important you assess his character. Do that very, very carefully. As we go through getting settled into this new space, things are going to change. I love it. Should I give this person a call or wait? Call. Don't wait. Call. So I'm being told to tell you. So whoever they were, they're very authoritative. Hi, sir. Is rapture coming very, very soon? My understanding is humanity's got a very tight timeline right now. We've got between now and approximately May of 2044 to shift our collective unconsciousness from fear back to love. Right now, humanity is on the scale mostly living in fear. Fear orchestrates, manifests conditions of behavior individually and collectively that are detrimental for us. So we've got a short timeline of about 20 years to shift ourselves collectively from fear to love. It's really, really important that we do that. So the rapture is a reset that happens. When we don't get our act together properly, it's like a little snow globe. We get shaken up and we get to start again. And that'll happen around May of 2044. So that's what I've been told. I was told that several years ago by Master Jesus, that change would happen if we were unable to shift our collective consciousness out of fear, right? And fear has become a very big thing on this planet right now. You see how people are angry and stealing and robbing and gluttony and greed and sexual indiscretions, all kinds of stuff going on right now that are based in fear, based in what we're not, taking us further from who we are. You're welcome. And Bridget saying, I feel like I skipped right to the creation part of class, as manifestation has been real and fun these past 2 weeks. Congratulations, Bridget. I know you've worked really hard in the master classes and you've done all the work. It's inevitable. Certain outcomes are going to happen. And for those of you that are interested in our masterclass series, you can go to my website, williammichaelforbes.com, and check out our masterclass schedule, what's happening. You can register for any course that's there, and we'll, if the date's not there on the particular course, we've got our 102 set up, 103 set up. We're just finishing our 102. You can certainly register, and you will still be put in the next class at the next date, next scheduled time. But thank you so much for sharing that, Bridget. Hello, Virginia. Good morning from Australia. Any message from my deceased mother? We did not get on very well. She prioritized my sister. Thank you. Yes, deep. I'm getting a deep and profound love being transmitted to you. And that, yes. She says, I was blinded by my own greed. She says, I was blinded by my own greed. I was blinded by my own greed. I wanted to be special, and you tried to make me feel special, and I ignored you. And your sister gave me what I thought made me feel special. I can see I was wrong. And I can see that I always loved you. I always loved you. She's getting herself like a head plant, like she wishes that she had not played the game of specialness, right? Making herself try to be special because your sister fulfilled that false need for her, that you would somehow not be able to fulfill that need for her, make her feel more special than your sister did. She's got lots of love for you. Let yourself receive it. Yes, I will. She's telling me to tell you, close your eyes right now. Close your eyes. Close your eyes. And be open and receptive to receiving your mother's love right now. Okay? Just do that right now. And just make the decision. I'm now open and receptive to receiving your love. And also be open and receptive to giving her love. Yes, I know that. She knows that you were trying to love her. She did not understand your love. Yes. So just do that. Let yourself receive the love and transmit love to her as well. Wow, that's really cool. Someone's saying here, should I stay with my husband or free him to pursue other interests? Well, it's an interesting choice of words. Why do you feel like you are enslaving your husband? Why do you feel like you are enslaving your husband? Or why does he act like he is enslaved? Where is the love that brought you two together? Why did you bury it? Are you willing to resurrect your love? Are you willing to restore your love? Are you willing to do this? Love is always a step towards God. Fear is always a step away from God. Love is always a step towards God. I wanted to connect a dot to the God in you. Phrasing. Could you confirm it, please? I can confirm that, yes. Hi, William. How are my prayers going to be answered? Do my angels have messages about that? Your prayers are going to be answered by doing the things that you know are right to do for your mind and your body. You need to restore love in your consciousness, in your words, in your actions, in your thoughts about other people, towards the world. And I can assure you that a step towards love is a step towards what you want. Love is always a good thing. Always a good thing. I got time for one more question. I'm going to call it a day. There will be no Saturday edition of Shortcuts for Your Soul, everybody. We're going to be skipping this Saturday. But I will see you guys on the Monday show. shortcuts on Monday at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you want to know hear more of the messages that I've channeled, you go to my YouTube channel, William Michael Forbes on YouTube, and you can go to the live section. You'll see literally hundreds and hundreds of videos with well over 1,000 channeled messages that have come out over the last 5.5 years on my channel, and some of them might prove to be very beneficial to you. So consider subscribing to my YouTube channel, and please also subscribe and follow on TikTok with me. I appreciate that. Share this information with other people. Bless you too, Virginia. But do that with your mother, like she's with you right now. Is there anything you can do for your husband? Just be love. Be love. Be love. In word, in thought, in action. And that can be very different, because sometimes if your husband is straying, you might need to use a strong... Love can have a very strong voice sometimes. And can be really hard for somebody to hear a strong love. Because when you love someone so passionately, your voice can be so powerful that it can be misperceived, right? Because when God's love comes through a person, it's very, very powerful indeed. And all love originates from God, I believe. That's my personal opinion. Thank you so much. But yes, I encourage you, sign up for our master classes as soon as you can, because they will change your life. They will rock your world. They will put you in a whole other place in consciousness. I also encourage you to book a one-on-one session with me. If you want to take your life to a next level really, really quick, then book a half-hour, 1-hour reading with me. They are life-changing and profound. Go to my testimonials page on my website and see hundreds and hundreds of testimonials from people that have experienced the classes, experienced readings with me, and the changes that they've experienced in their lives as a product of their interaction with their guides and their angels that I channel. Right? In our master classes, I channel the Ascended Masters, generally speaking. Occasionally, I'll get somebody like Albert Einstein or Wayne Dyer. I've had some really interesting beings come through in the master classes. Thank you so much. And I think I'll take one more question from TikTok here. Someone saying, I have a drawing in my guns and cracked tooth. I now have antibiotics and a lemon bath herbal tea. Well, that's great. I'm glad you're healing. Is there anything I need to know about what is waiting for me about the court? Jenny, what you need to do about court, I'm being told to sit down, go into a quiet place where you will not be disturbed, and fill yourself up with love. However you can do that, like consider how love would feel to you. And if you could send that feeling of love to the judges, to all the people involved, not some of them, to send and transmit your love to all the people involved, okay? Do that. Transmit your love to all the people involved in this court case. To all of them, no matter who they are. Even if it's the person that's you're going against or who's going against you. Transmit your love in the quietness of your own mind. Just consciously say, I transmit this love to the judge, to the prosecutor, to the defense, to all the people involved. Transmit your love. And let that be the thing that you do over the next few days before the court case. You want to really go into a place of love and gratitude. I want to say thank you, everybody, for your questions, your considerations. And it won't be too much longer. We'll get back to doing the evening shows on TikTok on Tuesdays and Thursdays. You'll know about it because I'll mention it here to you guys when it's ready to happen. So much love, everybody. Thank you for the gifts, the roses, the hearts, the likes, the shares. Much, much appreciated. And I will see you guys on Friday. Thank you. You're very welcome, Con. Have a great day, everybody.